Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel and to today's video, which is just going to be a pretty relaxed, chit-chatty, get ready with me, kind of talking through what's been going on in my life for the last few months and kind of explaining why my uploads have been really poor kind of since September-ish. Yeah, so it's gonna be pretty chill. We're gonna have got some new stuff, but I'm not really gonna talk too much about it. So yeah. If you want to hear what's been going on in my life for the last few months and kind of see where my channel is headed in the future, please keep watching. For those of you who are new here, hi, I'm Carolyn. Welcome to my hopefully very chill little makeup space here on the YouTubes. It is mid-afternoon, but I have my cup of tea anyway because it is really cold all of a sudden. Oh, again, if you're new, I'm based in London. Yes, I have an American accent. I am American, but I lived in London. I live in London and I've been here for the last 15 years, so a Londoner at heart. And technically, if we're thinking about bony turnover in the body, geeky little thing for you, my bones are English. Just heads up. So this is my new setup. Hopefully you've checked out my I think it was hopefully a short video going over kind of how we did this and why I wanted to make a new space. I'm pretty happy with it. This is really comfortable actually filming right here. I like the lightness of the backdrop. I think it looks pretty cute. I have a little Totoro pillow. I have a new print that I bought. I mean, none of it's expensive. You know, why am I gonna... We're in a corner of my bedroom right now, trying to make it look cute. We have Mushi Dango here hanging out in the background on being good bug. Yeah. So I'm just gonna do nothing exciting makeup wise. So if you're here for the makeup, this is not that video. I'm gonna play with the BH Los Angeles palette. I have a new cream blush from Fenty that I haven't used yet. I have the ABH new highlighter. I think we'll play with it. I don't know. We'll just kind of see. I have a little bucket full of treasures here that we are going to play with. Like always, if I'm doing my makeup, this is for camera or for just real life, I always do my eyes first. Actually, to be completely transparent about it, is there something in the... Yeah, there it is. I don't wear face makeup outside of YouTube really, unless I'm going to some sort of event. I'll wear, like, I'm just priming my eyes. I do my eyes first. Am I gonna zoom you guys in? No, we're not. What did I say? I do put like, obviously some concealer under my eyes. My mirror is right down here. That's why I'm looking this way. But other than that, I don't really, like, eyeshadow is my big thing. I wear dramatic eyeshadow every single day. So, well, when I do makeup. With the whole lockdown, so as I said, I'm in London, I'm in the UK, we are in lockdown numero tres right now, number 3, which is the best of all lockdowns. It's horrible, I don't know why, you know, this is the third one we've been in, and for some reason this one really feels just like the absolute worst one. I don't know. I think the first one was like not a novelty, but it's like learning to work from home and trying to deal with being at home all the time. And now it's just, it is a lot of fatigue and exhaustion with it. So obviously we can go out a little bit. We can go to the grocery store. We can go walk the dog. I will put my dog Kurumi, I'll put her Instagram downstairs down in the description box if you want to check it out. She's adorable, but she's a lot of work. She's a very energetic dog. For those of you who didn't see, I'll put a card up in the corner just showing you my little like adoption day vlog back in September. I think we just really underestimated how much, I'm just cleaning a brush by the way if you're wondering what I'm doing. I think we just all really underestimated how much work it was going to be to have a puppy and try and do, both myself and my partner are working full-time jobs here at home. Obviously we're based, his job is in Cambridge, mine is in London, but we live in London, not in the city, but in kind of greater London. And yeah, so now we're both working from home full time, and we had the dog. And to be honest, that was a huge part of the kind of fading off of YouTube for me, was just because the dog, we were just exhausted. It still are. It's better now. It's much, much, much better now, but we're just still like really tired. She, you know, when you get a new puppy, they need to go out every couple of hours, and they need to go in the middle of the night. And she had lots of medical issues actually right away. I mean, she's quite healthy right now, thankfully. But she had, what did she have? She had urinary tract infections. She had like 2 or 3 of them. It just kind of kept on coming back over and over and over again. It was just it was a lot. So I think we're going to do kind of a purpley look on this today. I think we're going to go in with maybe about Abbott Kinney, maybe 90210, Melrose, maybe the Hills. We'll kind of go with a pinky purple vibe, I think, today. I got my little skull mirror from my mom, super cute. So I'll have that in front of me while we're doing this. Please do leave a comment down below about the setup and the distance from the camera to my face. I'm looking in the viewfinder right now, and it seems a little bit far away. So I think for sure when I'm doing like a look for you guys, I'll bring it in closer. But for like general chatty videos, is this distance okay? I don't want to be too like creepy close. I also don't want to be a tiny little floating head in the background kind of thing. Anyway, so we had lots of health problems with her right away, and it was way more work than either of us really, I think, genuinely thought it would be. We both have had dogs, like my mom and my dad both have dogs. I've had dogs kind of intermittently growing up my whole life. So I was like, we can handle this, we can do this. And it just was really, I mean, I was really in the, we can't handle this, she has to go back mode for quite some time. Now, obviously things are fine. She's nearly 7 months old. She's acting more like a dog. She's naughty. She's like the naughtiest dog ever, and she's super smart. But it's still now a lot of work, and we have someone who comes to help with walks and getting her some more socializing and things like that. We've been doing that since she was 3 months old, and it's been great because she's so good with dogs and so good with other people. She's just so sweet. So we're very lucky. She has a great little personality and is just a joy, really, she is. But she is super naughty. One thing she doesn't know how to do yet is settle the F down. And I think that's something of a learning yet to do. I think as dogs get older, they will slowly learn to calm down and just be less like 150% all of the time. I don't know if you guys can see that, but that's a really nice pigmented pastel pinky purple color. It's like a really nice lilac. I appreciate it's probably not showing up super bright in the camera, but it is. I actually think it looks really pretty. So anyway, so part of the endless exhaustion has been dog related, and so that makes you like not want to get up in the morning and film, and then you have to spend time with her. You don't want her to feel alone. You don't want to, you know, all of those kind of normal dog ownership things. I think, you know, when you have cats, I'm not saying cats aren't a lot of work, because Betty is a lot of work. Oh, Betty had to go in for surgery and get a tooth removed as well in December, early November, something like that. So that was great. So, you know, but cats, like, once they're more self-sufficient, they like to do their own thing. They are very needy, but, you know, we also have elderly cats. I mean, Betty and Stella are going on 13 years now, and so they're pretty low energy, and I think we've just been really complacent, really used to that for quite a while. And so when you have this tiny little monster in the house and she's like 100% all the time, it can be pretty overwhelming. So that's been like a big thing, was dealing with the dog and kind of restructuring our lives around her, because it's like having a toddler. You really do have to give it all of your attention. Okay, that's looking pretty pretty cute. They blend really easy. I think these two purples, this Abbott Kinney and 90210, are blending out to look almost identical on the lid, so there's not a lot of depth with that, but that's fine. I think I'm going to try that Melrose, the dark purple shimmer, and see if I can darken up the outer corner with that a little bit. Okay, so dog has been a big thing. Second thing, and probably the thing that's been the most, probably been the most time consuming, and which has really prevented me from interacting and really being, you know, invested in doing anything at all with YouTube, has been work. So for those of you who are new here or who haven't watched the video kind of with me talking about this, I am in the US they would call it an assistant professor. Here is a lecturer is the name of the title, at a university. And so I teach full-time to a master's level students. So it's a pretty full-on job. I have a large cohort of PhD students that I supervise as well. So I have a pretty busy schedule, which hasn't, I mean, it's translated fine to being done online. I mean, it is a job that you can do partially online, not completely. But so I'm very fortunate, and I don't want anyone to think that I'm bitching about the fact that I have had a job during the pandemic and that I've, you know, had an income and everything like that. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is that the volume of work that it's taken to just do enough to keep it going has been really overwhelming. So I think maybe one day I'll really talk you through exactly what I do, like what my specialty area is, but I'll just say it's practical, which means that we have to actually physically go into a lab and do work. So as you can imagine, that doesn't translate very well to online learning. And you know, master's students, at least at my university, they're paying, especially if they're overseas, they're paying over £20,000 a year to be there. So they are expecting quite a lot from us as educators and also from the university to like provide a lot to them. And they, of course, wanted the practical elements of the degree, and that's what we've been trying to do. So we've had to really rethink all of the teaching and, you know, move things around. It's like, if it was just, let's change everything at the beginning of the year and then we're just going to run with it, okay, fine. And that's what we did. You know, we really did prepare to, we had something in mind, we had a plan, and we were prepared to go with that. But then, of course, this is a pandemic. It's not like it's something that we can really predict. So every few months, we're almost having to completely change our tactic, like how we're approaching teaching of this. So in term one, which was the autumn, the reason I didn't feel like filming every weekend was because I was having to record 4, 5, 6 hours worth of audio for online lectures for my students. And to be honest, that with like nonstop meetings during the week, huge volumes of admin, and having to go in, because at that point in time, early autumn, we were still going into the office at least a few days a week. And my students were having some lab practical time twice a week. You know, it's just been just like so busy to the point where you don't really even know what to do with yourself. Things have now started to calm down, and it's unfortunate actually, because we were supposed to do all of our practical lab-based teaching in term 2, which is the winter term, which is January, February, March. And of course we are in lockdown. So there is no way we can do any of that. So we've had to yet again change all of our plans. I've just cleaned my brush a little bit. I'm going to go in with a light shimmery kind of shade just for the inner corner there. So we've had to change a lot of plans again. So right now everything is completely remote. I can't go into work. The students can't go into the labs. So we're, you know, I mean, the nice thing is that the teaching load is much less right now. But it also means that I now have to do teaching over the summer, which isn't something that I usually have to do. Summer is for catching up on absolutely everything else that you can't do during the term when you are teaching non-stop, really. So it's just kind of felt like this for, you know, going on a year now, this kind of non-stop teaching, non-stop student stuff. And it, you know, don't get me wrong, I love my students and I appreciate that they've stuck with us, and I know it hasn't it hasn't been easy for them. You know, this sucks. All of this sucks. And I totally get that. But from my perspective as the person trying to make the content, it is so exhausting and honestly really frustrating. You know, I've been lucky that my students have been really understanding about the content that we have been able to provide and understand the amount that we're trying to do. But of course they're still disappointed, and I can't blame them. I mean, we are all... Nothing about this 2020 into now 2021, nothing is what we anticipated it was going to be, right? I mean, none of this is what we wanted that last year to be. You know, other stuff. So I was supposed to get married in September. So that didn't happen, right? So we canceled the wedding. Then we had rescheduled it for next September. But with the situation and the way things are right now, we have just decided now to completely cancel it as far as having like a proper wedding. We're still going to do something like going to a courthouse, not courthouse, but going to a local council and just doing it at the council, which is fine, but it's not what we expected to happen. So, you know, that's happened. By the way, if anyone wants to buy a really, really cool ass black wedding dress, I'll put it in the description in case anyone wants to buy it. I bought 2 dresses for the wedding. I bought a black one and I bought a white one, and I sold the white one already. I'm still trying to sell the black one. I assume that it's just not as popular as I had imagined it would be. I mean, it's a beautiful dress. Sorry, I couldn't talk while doing the liner for some reason. Usually I can, but today I've gotten okay. Tiny getting older changes. Recently I started getting some extra little foldy dudes in the outer corner of my eye, and it's not been fun trying to do liner because it's skipping a lot more, so it's taking me more time to actually just do my stupid eyeliner every day. Maybe I need to find a new technique or do something different. I don't know. I'm just gonna put a little bit of mascara on, so be right back. Okay, I don't really feel like doing a full face of makeup today. It's Sunday afternoon. I'm not feeling it personally. Okay, so that's everything that's been going on, and it's kind of a lot, right? So there's also been some family things which I'm not gonna discuss on this channel, but there's been some family things this year which I know a lot of people are dealing with, and it really fucking sucks. But I don't really want to go into that here, so I'm not going to. I'm just going to do some of that, and that's it. And then I'll put some cream products on my cheeks, and I think that'll probably call it a face. Okay, so what is going to happen with my channel? So you're like, Carolyn, you've been really busy, so what's going to happen? Are you going to keep on uploading? Are you going to keep on going? To be honest with you, I've actually really seriously considered just stopping and just kind of being like, you know what? I had a fun year. It's just too much work, so I'm just going to walk away from it. You know, it's been a year. I still haven't hit 1,000 subscribers. I know it's myself, because I think that if I would have been able to invest over the autumn in videos, I think I would have already been there by now. And we had some good growth for a while. And I have some videos that are doing, you know, still doing pretty well, and I'm happy about that. But we're just going to use this highlighter, which is very pretty, by the way, for inner corner, because it is bitching for inner corner. Okay, just absolutely really pretty. And you won't be able to see that until I like build it up, but it's really nice. So my battery is gonna die. I don't have a replacement. So yeah, so I've been like really just considering just completely walking away from it and being like, you know what? It's been fun, but I'm not doing great on it, and you know, and I spent a shitload of money, like, which is way too much money, which is something that I am working hard not to do moving forward with this at all. Okay, so so what's the plan? I've reorganized where my filming area is, which means it is separate now from where I had been filming it before, which is my workspace, okay? And what that means is that, like, mentally, I can kind of divide work and YouTube from each other, because by like going and sitting in my office chair and filming videos, it just kind of felt very work. Also, because of the way the light is and because of kind of my schedule, I'm working weird hours. So I'm often working late into the night, and all day, obviously. But what I was thinking is I can actually use some of the morning time, early morning, like at 8, 9 o'clock in the morning, before I really have to go and be on at work, to actually do like little films, you know, like little filming, right? So film for 20 minutes in the morning or something. It's not like that. It's not a huge amount of time. It's not a huge amount of investment. But rather than having to like feel like, oh, I got to sit and film for 5 hours to do all the content for a week, I can just do a little bit every day or every other day or twice a week or something and still be able to provide some sort of level of content for this channel, because you know what? This is my hobby. This is something that was supposed to be fun for me. And the intent at the beginning, while of course it'd be lovely to make some money, was not that this was going to be my job. Okay, this is my space away from work to play with makeup and to have a nice time. So I think by separating out like where I do my work stuff and where I do my makeup stuff, oh, my battery died. Maybe it's just low battery sign. We're gonna have to wrap this up. Woohoo! Where was I? So I think by doing that, it's gonna be a lot better, just by having this kind of separation of space. The other thing that I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start incorporating some different type of content. So there is some vlogs, obviously you've seen a few. That's a NARS lip balm, by the way. And I'm gonna put some of this diamond gloss on top of it. I'm going to incorporate some of my other interests into this channel. So I'll do makeup, I'll do that kind of stuff, but I want to talk more about books, about sci-fi, about anime, about fantasy and horror stuff. I really want to incorporate my loves into this channel so that it's not just fun for me to do, but it'll be fun for you guys to watch as well, because it'll be like me being my more authentic self. I don't feel like right now like I'm putting on airs and I'm being somebody that I'm not, but I can feel that it's really easy to put on an artifice when you're on YouTube to like be the cool, personable type. And I'm not that person. I'm just a normal person, you know, doing my best thing. I think I'm a really great teacher. I'm a really great educator. I have a good presence on camera, but I'm never gonna be like the fun, cool, you know, I'm not hip, I'm not cool, you know, I'm just myself, which is a little bit geeky, a little bit nerdy, and you know, I'm very lazy. Like, that is me. That is my life. All right, guys. My battery is about to die. So this, all right, guys, it stopped filming at some point. The battery just went bloop, done. So hopefully this will last long enough to do like an outro now. So yeah, so this is the look for today. It's pretty much me just doing my normal makeup, except with some lip products. I usually don't wear lip products other than like chapstick or something. Anyway, so just to wrap up, so the plan is to continue on with the YouTube channel for now, see how it goes. Last night I brainstormed, I have 30 video ideas kind of ready to go, so it's not like I'm wanting for ideas or I don't know what I'm doing or anything, it's just really the getting down and actually doing the work. And I think the next thing I'm going to film is my declutter series. So I have a huge amount of stuff. I bought way too much last year, guys, and I want to get rid of like 30 to 40% of it. If I haven't used it, like if it's brand new, I will be putting it towards giveaways in the future. If it is used, I will be giving it to friends and family. So just the heads up there, or throwing it out if it's disgusting. Whew. Okay, all right, so that's gonna be it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know what you think of the setup and the new camera, because I did invest in a brand new camera for this channel, so it is doing more fancy things for me. It was expensive, but it's okay. It's an investment, and also it's a camera, so come on, it's not like it's a bad investment. Anyway, I hope you guys have a really lovely day wherever you are, and I will see you in my next video. Bye bye.